Employee versus independent contractor. Which one do you really want to be? What's up, guys? It's your girl, Dedicated Diva, and welcome to a work from home chat. Now, a lot of people, when it comes to working from home and you're working for a company, a lot of people don't know the difference in independent contractors and employees. Now, when you get into it, a lot of people fear being independent contractors because at the end of the year they feel like they have to file taxes and so much will be taken from them. Now, while I won't go in that much detail about tax time, basically, there's different ways for you to file your taxes throughout the year. You can file them quarterly, and so throughout the year you're filing your taxes, you're paying off what you need to pay off, so it won't seem like so much is being taken from you. But today we're going to be getting into independent contractor versus employee. Now, we're going to start with an employee because most of the time everyone feels like you're going to be an employee when you're working from home. Now, there are a bunch of different jobs that I put up on my work at home jobs YouTube channel, and it's for an employee or independent contractor. Most of them are employee, but I feel like I need to let everyone know the difference. Now, when it comes to an employee, with being an employee, you get your scheduled work hours, so you know how much time you're going to be working, how many hours you're going to be working that week, and what the pay will be for those hours each week. Generally, my bad, you work for one company at a time, but if you're an employee, you can have two different jobs. Maybe you got a full-time and a part-time, or two part-times. But most of the time, it's one or two companies that you're working for. Now, with being an employee, you have benefits from that company, whether it's full benefits, whether it's dental, whether it's health, whether it's 401k, paid time off. You have benefits when you work for that company. With being an employee, most of the time, regardless of if they are going to send you out equipment or not, they will tell you that you have to have that one location, that one address that you're working from, because once they capture your IP address, if you work for a work at home company that does that, to say for instance, if you had to move to another location, you would have to let them know, because if another IP address come up, they're going to be like, okay, you move locations, so why, what's going on? Any costs will be paid by the company. For instance, if they end up sending you some type of computer so you can do your duties that you're supposed to be doing, fulfill your, I don't know how to put it, guys, but they will basically send you a computer. You don't have to pay for that. Most of the time they'll tell you to fill out this paperwork, and it's basically for that they're loaning you the computer, and if they don't get it back, you're gonna be out so much money. Now, with being an employee, you can file for unemployment. Once you work so long, I don't know about what goes on in different states, but after you work for so long, you are able to file for unemployment. Now, I'm going to end up putting that on my spreadsheet. Also, you guys that's new to this channel, you guys probably don't know about my spreadsheet, but I got a spreadsheet that I've been putting so many different things on, and I believe that I'm going to add unemployment to it also. So let me write this on my side sheet. Employment add to spreadsheet. Okay, so I'm gonna add unemployment to the spreadsheet. Now, with being an employee also, you can work and you can receive overtime, and they pay you for overtime. Now, each company is different, but most of the time it's like time and a half for overtime. When you are an employee also, you should not have to pay for a background check. So just say for instance, if you done filling out the application and the company tells you, okay, you're gonna have to fill out a background check, or you're gonna have to go through a background check, you should not have to pay for their background check. The company should pay for it because you are an employee of that company. Anything that they want you to do, they should be paying for it. And lastly, taxes are taken out of your check, and so you don't have to worry about, paying anything extra at the end of the year. It's taken out of your check automatically if you are an employee. Now, over to the independent contractors. Now, if you are an independent contractor, typically you set your own hours. So if you are an independent contractor, you can go into business using your name or using your company's name. Now, a great example of this is Arise. If you guys don't know, Arise is a company where they hire independent contractors. You can either go in as your company's name or you can go in using your own name. It's totally up to you. So being an independent contractor, you can use your company or your name. With being an independent contractor, typically you don't have any benefits. You don't have any 401k. You don't have any paid time off. You don't have any dental, any health. Those are things that you have to get on your own. Now, don't let this deter you, because I've been an independent contractor for almost going on 20 years, and I've been going just fine. It's ways for you to get these things on your own. And the benefit of being an independent contractor is you getting all of your money at one time, and you filing your own taxes, whether you file them quarterly or annually, like at the end of the year. That's something that you can do on your own. So these are things that you can get on your own. The 401k, that's something that you can set up on your own. Next up is that you can work from any location. When you are an independent contractor, they can't tell you where you have to work from. They can tell you that it has to be secure and quiet, but independent contractor, you're getting it how you live. Long as their information is secure, you can work. Typically, you can work from anywhere that you would like to work from. Now, any equipment or software that's needed, you have to pay for it, because you're an independent contractor. You're working for yourself or for your business, and so any of that you pay for on your own. When it comes to unemployment, you don't get unemployment because you're an independent contractor. Now, I don't know how it is in every other state, but here in Tennessee, you can't apply for unemployment. So this is a great reason why when you get your money, the way you get your money, you need to probably set up a savings or put some money to the side, because unemployment is something that you can't file for. So you can have many different side hustles. So just say, for instance, I work for Arise, and then I can go work for Live Ops, and then I can go and work for someone else. So it's basically small little side hustles. Maybe I can be a YouTuber. I can stream on Twitch. So you can have as many jobs or side hustles as you want to, just to make the income the way that you would like for it to be. Now, being an independent contractor, you can write off, just say, your home office, your equipment, software, and different things of that sort. You can write that off on your taxes. And when you're an independent contractor, I don't like using the word overtime, because you are working for yourself basically. So overtime to me is not a thing. It's the amount of hours that you are willing to work. So I don't consider that overtime. So it's no overtime. It's just how much are you willing to work. As far as background checks, when it comes to background checks, if your client wants you to go through a background check, typically you are the one that pays for the background check. They don't pay for it. So if the opportunity looks right and you go in for it, typically you're going to have to pay for that background check. Maybe not in all different companies or different settings, but most of the time you pay for your own background check. And as I said before, there will be no taxes taken out of your check. And so that's something that you will do on a quarterly basis or annual basis. So yeah, that's the difference between an independent contractor and an employee. I'll see you guys on the next podcast.